Chosen one, listen carefully. This is not a coincidence. You put God under pressure and now He is responding. This is His second and final offer and it will not wait. If you miss this, it may never come again. You've waited, stayed faithful, and pushed through silence. Most give up, but you didn't. That persistence triggered this moment. Doors are opening, opportunities are moving, and everything you've prayed for is ready to manifest, but only if you are ready to receive. Right now, alignment is everything. Step fully into faith. Act decisively, and prepare for sudden change. Your life is about to shift faster than you ever imagined. Old struggles dissolve, favor accelerates, and clarity floods in. Make sure to subscribe the channel and type Amen. This channel runs on your support and trust. If you feel this content added value to your life, you can show your appreciation with super thanks. Many viewers asked how they can support this channel. Super thanks is the easiest way. This channel is my main source of income, and your support through super thanks helps me continue making free content. But this offer demands action spiritually, mentally, and energetically. Pause, like, subscribe, and comment 99 below. This signals the universe and aligns your energy. Share this with those who need to hear it. Miss it and the window closes. Accept it and everything changes. There comes a moment in life when the universe, or in this case God Himself, reaches directly to your soul. This is not a message whispered through coincidence or fleeting thoughts. It is deliberate, precise, and urgent. It is the kind of message that shakes the very foundation of your inner being. A divine call that cannot be ignored, delayed, or misunderstood. Today that message has reached you and it carries a weight unlike any other. It speaks to the part of you that has been quietly enduring, silently struggling, and patiently waiting for your breakthrough. You may have felt that life was ordinary or even harsh at times. But this message tells you that everything you've experienced, every challenge, delay, and moment of doubt was never wasted. It was preparation, training you, molding your spirit, and awakening a resilience that only the chosen can possess. The urgency of this second message signals that the time for waiting has passed. God is calling you to step forward, to acknowledge your own worth and to embrace a life designed specifically for you. One that exists far beyond the limitations of normally. Understand this clearly. This is the second and final offer. Not a mere suggestion, not a casual nudge. It is the culmination of divine patience and precision. It will not come again, and it requires your full recognition and readiness. You are on the precipice of transformation, and this message is the spark that will ignite the path toward your ultimate destiny. Ignore it and the chance will be lost. Embrace it and your life will never be the same. For far too long, you have carried burdens that seemed unbearable. You have faced challenges that others would have run from, endured delays that tested your patience, and battled inner struggles that left scars only you could understand. Each moment of discomfort, every sleepless night, and every tear was shaping you for this precise moment. God is now declaring, you have borne enough and you have faced enough. The time to step forward is now. This is not just encouragement. It is divine acknowledgement. Every test you survived, every trial that threatened to break you has made you stronger and more prepared than you realize. Think of the mountain climber who has struggled through icy winds, slipping and falling repeatedly, yet keeps climbing because the summit is worth it. You are at that summit now. And the view that awaits is a life of fulfillment, influence, and reward beyond your imagination. Now is the moment to release the hesitation, to stop doubting yourself, and to trust that your endurance has not been in vain. The suffering, the waiting, the uncertainty, all of it has been leading to this exact point. God is inviting you to step into a new chapter where your patience, faith, and resilience will finally bear fruit. There is no time to waste. The opportunity is here and it is monumental. The first offer you received from God was subtle, almost invisible to the eye. It was not delivered in words, announcements, or grand gestures. It came as pressure on your heart. Moments of discomfort that you tried to escape or periods of isolation that felt overwhelming. You may have thought you were alone, that life was unfair, or that the timing was wrong. Yet in truth, the first offer was always present. It simply required discernment, patience, and courage to recognize. Many people overlook this stage because it is quiet and uncomfortable. It is the inner whisper that challenges your beliefs. The moment when your comfort zone is shaken and the period when your spirit is tested more than your body. You may have misinterpreted this first offer as a punishment, a delay, or even as failure. But it was none of these. It was a preparatory phase, a time for your spirit to grow resilient enough to handle what is coming next. The delay or misunderstanding was never meant to harm you. Rather, it was designed to separate the ordinary from the extraordinary, the 99% from the 1%. Those who endure, who push through discomfort and embrace the inner pressure, are the ones who are chosen for the next stage. Now the first offer's lessons have matured within you, and God is ready to present the second and final offer. One that will not be missed if you are willing to recognize it. The first call from God was silent, invisible, and subtle, but powerful. It was the kind of pressure that comes from within, stirring your soul in ways that are hard to describe. Perhaps it came as a persistent unease, an internal voice nudging you to change, or a gnawing sense that you were not yet living your true purpose. It was not designed to be easy to notice. It was a test of awareness, perseverance, and courage. Think of it as the refining fire that prepares gold. Without the heat, the impurities remain. With it, the pure essence is revealed. That pressure was meant to awaken a part of you that words cannot reach. The part that knows when it is time to step up, to endure, and to remain steadfast despite adversity. Each moment you felt alone, misunderstood, or isolated, you were actually being prepared for the extraordinary path that lies ahead. This stage is a reminder that spiritual growth often arrives in subtle, almost invisible forms. The first offer was not ignored by God. It was merely unrecognized by you. Now, having endured that inner testing, you are ready to understand the second offer. You are no longer the same person who faced the first challenge. You are stronger, wiser, and prepared for the responsibilities that await. Right now your life is not ordinary. You are in a sensitive transitional phase where every thought, decision, and feeling carries weight. This is a period of divine alignment where recognition, confirmation, action, and consequences converge to shape your future. Every moment of reflection, every prayer, Every instinct is part of a larger tapestry being woven by God Himself. In this phase, you may feel heightened emotions, confusion, or even impatience. This is normal. It is a sign that your spirit is responding to forces beyond your immediate understanding. Imagine a seed beneath the soil. It must push through darkness and pressure before it can sprout into the sunlight. You are that seed. And this sensitive phase is the soil, the water, and the light all at once. Your awareness is the key. Recognize that this period is a gift, not a punishment. The choices you make now, the faith you hold, and the steps you take will determine how swiftly and fully you move into the life God is preparing for you. Make sure to subscribe the channel and type Amen. This channel runs on your support and trust. If you feel this content added value to your life, you can show your appreciation with super thanks. Many viewers asked how they can support this channel. Super thanks is the easiest way. This channel is my main source of income, and your support through super thanks helps me continue making free content. This is your window, brief yet powerful, where alignment can occur and your destiny can unfold. Every divine process follows a rhythm, a sequence that ensures the fullness of growth and reward. The first stage is recognition. You must see and acknowledge the opportunity or call placed before you. This is a conscious awareness of the divine offer, a realization that the time to act is now. Without recognition, the process cannot begin. The second stage is confirmation, a spiritual assurance often felt as peace, clarity, or divine reassurance that this is the path you are meant to follow. It is God's way of affirming your readiness and your alignment with the greater purpose. The third stage is action, where your faith becomes tangible through steps, decisions, and sacrifices. Action transforms intention into reality. Finally comes consequences. The results of your choices and efforts. These consequences are not arbitrary. They are the natural fruit of alignment with God's will. They may manifest as success, influence, safety, provision, or even deeper spiritual growth. Understand this rhythm and embrace it. Your journey is unfolding precisely as it should, and each stage is a critical link in the chain leading to your ultimate reward. You may notice that life no longer feels the way it once did. Routine has lost its meaning and ordinary experiences no longer satisfy you. This is not a random occurrence. It is a divine signal. God has removed you from the comfort of the ordinary to prepare you for the extraordinary. What feels like imbalance or chaos is actually alignment at work, nudging you toward a higher purpose. The discomfort you feel is the universe calling you to wake up, to break free from mediocrity, and to embrace a life that challenges, stretches, and transforms you. You are no longer meant to live according to society's standard measures of success or happiness. Instead, you are stepping into a life that requires courage, vision, and endurance. This abnormality is a blessing in disguise. It separates the chosen from the ordinary, the 1% from the 99%. While others continue in cycles of repetition and stagnation, you are being prepared for influence, impact, and transformation. The path may feel lonely at times, but it is exactly the path that leads to greatness. If you feel stuck in cycles that repeat endlessly, take notice. These recurring patterns are not coincidences. They are signals of misalignment. Life may feel like a loop of the same challenges, frustrations, or mistakes because there are lessons yet to be fully integrated. Until alignment is achieved, the cycle will continue to test your patience and resolve. Cycles are not punishments. They are opportunities. They are the universe's way of giving you multiple chances to correct course, strengthen your faith, and step into the divine plan with clarity. Every repetition contains a hidden lesson, a subtle guidepost directing you toward your true path. Recognizing these cycles and breaking free requires intentional awareness, faith, and action. It is an invitation to rise above repetition, to embrace the challenges as signs of preparation, and to align fully with God's vision for you. The moment you understand this, the cycle loses its power and you move into freedom, purpose, and reward. Being chosen is not a mere title or a label. It is a declaration of divine purpose. It does not simply mean accountability or responsibility. It means you possess a strength and endurance that few can withstand. You have survived tests, pressures, and moments that would have broken others, and in that survival lies your selection. The chosen are those who have proven capable of enduring discomfort, resisting distraction, and remaining faithful even when the path was unclear. It is a recognition of the extraordinary within you, a testament to the resilience and courage that define your spirit. To be chosen is to be separated for greatness, not just for duty. And it comes with opportunities few ever experience. Understand that this designation is rare. It is why God has set you apart from the majority. Why He is inviting you into a life of influence, provision, and impact. Your trials were never accidental. They were the filtering process that prepared you for this divine journey. Life for most people follows a predictable path. School, work, family, routine. The majority are caught in cycles of repetition, distraction, and compromise. God separates the chosen because they are meant to experience life differently, to take risks that others won't, and to shoulder responsibilities that are too heavy for the majority. You have been removed from the 99% not as punishment but as an act of divine wisdom. You have endured challenges, pressures, and moments of isolation that the average person never faces. This separation is what allows you to reach heights the majority cannot even imagine. Because the journey of the 1% is not about comfort. It is about preparation, vision, and endurance. This distinction is both a blessing and a challenge. It offers a path of influence, safety, provision, and spiritual fulfillment. Yet, it requires vision, resilience, and courage to walk. Embrace your separation as a sign of favor, a signal that your life is meant for extraordinary impact. Unlike the first offer, the second is clear, direct, and urgent. Time cannot dilute its significance, nor can hesitation delay its arrival. God is presenting this final call with a clarity that demands recognition because the window for alignment is now. Delay, doubt, or distraction could mean missing what is meant to transform your life. This offer is designed to elevate, provide, and protect. It is a divine package that contains comfort, wealth, influence, safety, and elevation. But it comes with conditions that must be embraced fully. This is not a casual chance. It is the culmination of all your previous endurance and preparation. Recognize the urgency. Life as you know it is about to change, and this is the doorway to that transformation. Step through it with faith, courage, and clarity, because unlike the first offer, this one will not return. The opportunity is here, and the consequences of refusal are profound. The second offer is an invitation into a life that many dream of but few achieve. It promises comfort that transcends mere ease, provision that covers every need, influence that impacts lives, and safety that shields you in ways the world cannot. This is not just material gain. It is spiritual elevation designed to honor your endurance and readiness. Imagine a life where your efforts are aligned perfectly with divine timing, where doors open that once felt closed, and where your presence carries weight and significance. This is the reality God is inviting you into. It is a life where your past struggles become your testimony and your future impact becomes your legacy. Yet, this invitation is also a test of faith. It requires vision, courage, and the willingness to walk a path that may feel lonely at times. Comfort and provision are intertwined with responsibility and discernment. Influence is paired with humility, and safety comes with vigilance. Accept it fully and it will transform your existence forever. Every great gift comes with a cost, and this divine offer is no exception. The rewards of comfort, influence, and safety are accompanied by responsibilities that will challenge you, a vision that may stretch you, and moments of loneliness that separate you from the crowd. This is not meant to discourage you. It is meant to prepare you. Responsibility is the price of trust. Vision is the currency of impact. Loneliness is the hallmark of greatness, because those who walk the extraordinary path cannot always stay among the ordinary. You may feel burdened, but these are the refining tools that shape leaders, visionaries, and chosen ones. The key is perspective. What seems like sacrifice is actually investment. What feels like isolation is actually alignment. Those who understand this, embrace it, and persevere will discover that the cost is far less than the reward. It is the weight you carry that ultimately elevates you to the heights you are destined to reach. In life, opportunities rarely appear with loud fanfare. Divine doors open inward, not outward. The first step must come from you, from recognition, belief, and willingness to act. Refusing this inward call does not bring punishment, it brings misalignment, a shrinking back into the ordinary, a return to the 99% from which you were separated. This is crucial to understand. There is no wrath in refusal, only lost opportunity. God is not punishing you. He is allowing the natural consequence of hesitation or fear. The door remains open as long as you step forward willingly. But once the opportunity passes, it cannot be forced open from the outside. Think of it as a seed that will only sprout when nurtured. Water cannot make it grow if it refuses the soil. Light cannot force it toward the sun. The inward door is an invitation to growth, alignment, and destiny. It awaits only your conscious, deliberate choice. There will be no third message. This is the final offer, the ultimate call, the moment that defines the turning point in your life. God has been patient. He has prepared you. And now the responsibility rests squarely on your shoulders. Prepare yourself, for everything is being cleared and life as you know it is about to transform completely. The change will not be subtle. It will be profound, shifting every area of your existence spiritually, emotionally and practically. Every trial you have endured, every delay you have faced, and every challenge you have overcome is about to yield its reward. Your past suffering will become the foundation for future elevation. Step forward with courage, with faith, and with clarity. Embrace this second and final offer fully, for it is your destiny calling. You have borne enough. You have faced enough. Now is the time. The extraordinary life that awaits you is ready. Are you ready to claim it? A shift is happening in your life, and you can feel it deep within your spirit. The countdown has begun. Not in numbers on a clock, but in the quiet urgency of your soul. Every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat is drawing you closer to a divine destiny that has been patiently waiting for you. You are on the verge of a life that transcends ordinary experience. This countdown is not meant to instill fear. It is meant to awaken purpose. Think of a rocket preparing for launch. There is pressure, anticipation, and meticulous preparation before it breaks free of gravity. Your preparation has been ongoing, your endurance tested, and your faith refined. Now, the moment to rise, to step forward, and to claim what is rightfully yours is imminent. Every experience, every challenge, and every delay you have faced has contributed to this precise timing. Nothing has been random. Every tear shed, every night spent wrestling with doubt. Every time you felt alone has been counted as preparation for this exact moment. Your life is poised on the edge of extraordinary change. And the countdown signals the approach of divine alignment. Be alert and aware. Do not allow distractions or fear to blind you. Destiny waits for no one who hesitates. Step forward with courage, for every second of preparation has led to this moment of unfolding purpose. The countdown is not just a warning. It is an invitation to rise and claim your place in the extraordinary plan God has designed for you. Every spiritual journey comes with phases of testing, moments that stretch the limits of your endurance, patience, and faith. This is one of those phases. God is calling you to rise above the ordinary, and tests are necessary to ensure that you are fully prepared for what lies ahead. These trials are not punishment. They are the refining fire that shapes leaders, visionaries, and the chosen. You may feel challenged in ways that seem unfair. The pressures, delays, and struggles may feel relentless. But remember, the higher the calling, the greater music. The tests, diamonds are not formed without intense heat and pressure. Similarly, your potential cannot emerge without facing challenges designed to reveal your strength, resilience, and unwavering faith. Within every test lies a reward. The reward is not just the outcome. It is the growth, clarity, and confidence gained through perseverance. The struggle itself becomes your teacher, shaping you into someone capable of handling not just success, but also responsibility, influence, and legacy. You are being equipped for greatness in ways that are beyond your current imagination. Do not shrink from this phase. Embrace it fully, understanding that every challenge is a stepping stone to unimaginable reward. The trials you face now are temporary, but the strength, wisdom, and divine alignment you gain will last a lifetime. Endure, trust, and act, for God is orchestrating a breakthrough that will redefine your life. Every obstacle, every moment of doubt, every trial you have faced has a purpose. It has been preparing you for the breakthrough that is now approaching. Nothing in your past was wasted. The heartbreak, the delays, the pressure. You have carried it all for a reason. Each struggle has strengthened your spirit, sharpened your vision, and prepared you to step into a life of abundance and impact. Breakthroughs are rarely instant. They are the culmination of perseverance. Consider a farmer tending his field through storms, drought, and uncertainty. The harvest comes not despite the struggles, but because of them. Likewise, every difficulty you have faced has nurtured your soul, aligning you with the divine plan that is ready to manifest in your life. It is essential to recognize the value of struggle. Pain often feels like punishment, but it is actually preparation. You are learning patience, resilience, and discernment. Qualities necessary for someone chosen for extraordinary purpose. The breakthrough that awaits is not just a reward. It is the evidence of all your endurance and faith finally converging. Prepare your heart and mind to receive it fully. The breakthrough is near and it will change the trajectory of your life. Your past struggles will pale in comparison to the joy, fulfillment, and influence you are about to experience. Trust that every trial has been a stepping stone guiding you to this pivotal moment of transformation. Recognition will be followed by confirmation. A divine assurance that you are indeed chosen for this extraordinary path. Confirmation may come as a feeling of peace, a series of aligned events, or even words from a mentor, friend, or circumstance. It is God's way of reinforcing that your journey is valid, your endurance meaningful, and your destiny secured. This confirmation is a spiritual checkpoint. It strengthens faith, removes doubt, and motivates action. When God confirms, it is a sign that the path ahead is aligned with His purpose for you. It is not random. It is intentional, precise, and undeniable. Your soul will recognize it immediately, and your spirit will respond with renewed vigor. Confirmation is often accompanied by signs, small miracles, synchronicities, or intuitive nudges that point unmistakably to your calling. These are not coincidences. They are signals to move forward with confidence. Like a compass pointing true north, confirmation guides your steps toward divine alignment and ultimate reward. Take this moment seriously. Let confirmation strengthen your courage, music, and faith, knowing that your efforts, struggles, and patience have not gone unnoticed. God is actively endorsing your path, and His affirmation is proof that you are chosen for greatness beyond what you can imagine. Recognition and confirmation are vital, but they are meaningless without action. God's call requires movement, steps of faith, decisions made with courage, and sacrifices embraced with conviction. Action is the key that unlocks the door to your breakthrough. Without it, the divine offer remains just a possibility rather than reality. Action is not always comfortable. It may demand that you leave behind familiar routines, face fears, or take risks others would avoid. But every step you take in faith moves you closer to the extraordinary life awaiting you. Each action, no matter how small, compounds into momentum that cannot be stopped. Consider how nature works. A seed buried in the soil must push through darkness to reach the sunlight. Action is that push, the movement against resistance that allows potential to become reality. Without it, nothing grows, nothing manifests, and nothing changes. Commit yourself fully to act. Every hesitation, every delay risks the alignment and the rewards that are ready to unfold. Trust your recognition and confirmation and let action be the bridge that carries you from preparation into the fullness of divine manifestation. When you take action in alignment with God's will, the consequences are not punishment. They are elevation. Every choice you make in faith, every step you take toward your calling produces results that lift you higher than you ever imagined. The struggles of the past become stepping stones. The delays become lessons and your endurance transforms into reward. Elevation often comes gradually. The seeds planted through action and faith grow over time, developing into influence, provision, and spiritual maturity. Even small victories contribute to the larger picture, each one confirming that you are moving in alignment with divine purpose. Consequences are also clarifying. They show you which actions resonate with your destiny and which do not. They guide you like a master teacher, helping you navigate the path toward impact and fulfillment. These results are evidence of your alignment, proof that your efforts are not in vain and validation that you are chosen. Rejoice in these consequences. Embrace them with gratitude and humility, for they signal that your journey is unfolding as it should. Elevation is the natural outcome of obedience, action, and divine alignment. It is the life you are destined to live. You are entering a phase of transformation where the ordinary life you once knew will give way to the extraordinary life you were created to experience. This is the stage where preparation, endurance, recognition, confirmation, and action converge to produce visible, lasting change. The person you were yesterday will no longer define the life you live tomorrow. Transformation is often uncomfortable, even disorienting. Old habits, fears, and attachments may fall away. The familiar may feel like a loss, but in truth, it is the clearing of space for greatness to emerge. Like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, your spirit is breaking free of limitations, revealing beauty, power, and purpose that were always inside you. This phase demands courage. Change can be intimidating, but it is necessary. The extraordinary cannot be achieved through comfort or stagnation. Embrace the uncertainty. Trust the divine process and remain faithful to the vision unfolding before you. When transformation is complete, your life will radiate influence, fulfillment, and impact. You will move with confidence, speak with authority, and act with purpose. This phase is the bridge between endurance and destiny. And it will leave a permanent mark on your soul and the world around you. Loneliness often accompanies the path of the chosen when others cannot understand your vision, question your purpose, or fail to support your journey. It is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of preparation. God uses solitude to refine your character, strengthen your focus, and develop the resilience necessary for the impact you are destined to make. During this period, you may feel isolated, misunderstood, or even rejected. Yet, these moments are essential. They provide space for reflection, growth, and deep connection with your inner purpose. Leaders, visionaries, and those chosen for extraordinary paths have always walked through periods of loneliness before stepping into their music calling. Solitude also teaches independence. You learn to trust your instincts, rely on divine guidance, and make decisions that align with purpose rather than popularity. The clarity and strength, developed in loneliness are unmatched, preparing you to lead, influence, and transform once the season of solitude ends. Embrace loneliness as a sacred phase, a divine signal that your impact is imminent. It is temporary, purposeful, and necessary. The lessons learned in isolation will soon translate into influence, wisdom, and the ability to change lives in ways only the chosen can. The comfort and abundance you seek are real. But they are not random. They arrive only through alignment, faith, and obedience. God's blessings are not earned by desire alone. They are unlocked when your actions, choices, and heart align with His plan. Every act of faith, every sacrifice, and every step in obedience draws these blessings closer. Wealth is more than money. It is the freedom to live with purpose and impact. Comfort is more than ease. It is peace in the midst of life's storms. Together they form the foundation for a life that is not just survived but truly lived. The journey to receive them may feel demanding, but it is a training ground for enduring the responsibilities that come with divine favor. Many attempted to pursue blessings without obedience, seeking rewards without alignment. But temporary gain without divine guidance often leads to loss, frustration, or emptiness. True prosperity, lasting comfort, and spiritual abundance require consistent action in line with God's will. Trust the process. Your obedience is the key, your faith the engine, and your persistence the vehicle that brings comfort and wealth into your life. The door is open and the blessings are ready. But you must walk through it with commitment and faith. Recognition and influence are not accidents. They are the natural consequence of obedience, courage, and faith. Your actions, your purpose, and your voice are designed to inspire and impact others. But they will only manifest if you are willing to step forward now without hesitation and claim the role for which you were chosen. Fame is not about ego. It is about impact. Influence is not about control. It is about guiding others through your example. God calls you to a platform where your experiences, resilience, and wisdom can touch lives and shift destinies. The world is waiting for the unique imprint only you can leave. Stepping forward requires courage because it moves you beyond the comfort of the ordinary. It may draw attention, scrutiny, or even criticism. Yet those who are willing to take bold, faithful steps receive both visibility and the capacity to create meaningful change. Do not wait. The moment to rise is now. Embrace your calling. Use your voice and let your influence expand. Fame and impact are not rewards for the timid. They are blessings reserved for the chosen who dare to act. Your perspective is about to shift. The ordinary view of life will no longer satisfy you. For God is expanding your vision. You will begin to see beyond what the crowd perceives, beyond the ordinary paths and beyond the limitations that once held you back. This expanded vision will guide every choice, decision, and action you take. With vision comes clarity. You will understand what truly matters, recognize opportunities others miss, and discern paths that lead directly to your destiny. Your eyes will no longer settle for mediocrity, for you will be trained to recognize the extraordinary possibilities woven into every moment of life. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed this content and want more, hit that subscribe button. Your support truly means the world. I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences. so drop a comment below. Stay tuned, take care, and don't miss out on more insightful content coming your way. Now is the moment of ignition. The energy you have gathered through every trial is now a force at your fingertips, ready to propel you into a realm of existence you have only dared to envision. This is not a gradual transition, it is a divine acceleration. The gears of heaven are already in motion, synchronized with the faith you have demonstrated in the silent seasons. What felt like stagnation was actually a potent gathering of momentum. And now the dam is breaking. Favor is not just approaching, it is descending upon you in waves, rewriting the rules of your reality. Opportunities will begin to align with such precision that you will know, without a shadow of doubt, that a hand greater than your own is orchestrating your steps. This is the tangible result of your endurance, a life where synchronicity becomes your daily experience and divine appointments replace chance encounters. The struggles that once defined your narrative are being archived, not as wounds, but as credentials, as the very proof of your readiness for this elevated platform. You must understand the nature of this new territory. It is a space governed by spiritual principles where your obedience directly fuels your breakthrough. The clarity flooding your mind is a strategic gift, allowing you to navigate with wisdom where others would stumble in confusion. Old cycles of lack, repetitive conflict, and self-doubt are not just breaking, they are being dissolved at their roots, making room for systems of abundance, peace, and unshakable confidence. Your perception itself is being upgraded. You will start to see resources where others see obstacles, solutions where others see dead ends, and divine connections where others see mere crowds. This is the separation in its active phase. You are operating on a different frequency, and from this vantage point, you command a view of possibilities that are invisible to the 99%. Your prayers are now manifesting not as vague hopes, but as actionable blueprints placed directly in your spirit. However, this accelerated path demands radical stewardship. The comfort and provision coming your way are not for hoarding but for holy distribution. The influence you gain is not a pedestal for ego but a platform for service and amplification of a purpose greater than yourself. This is the sacred responsibility woven into the blessing. The loneliness you may have felt was a training ground for this very moment, teaching you to draw strength from the divine so that your mission is not diluted by the need for crowd approval. You are being positioned as a conduit, a channel through which heaven's resources flow to meet needs and awaken destinies. The wealth, both spiritual and material, is a toolkit for construction, for building legacies that outlive you. To mistake this for mere personal reward is to misunderstand the entire journey. You are being equipped to become a pillar in your community, a light in your lineage, and an answer to prayers you did not even know were being uttered. The window for this transition is open, but it operates on divine timing, which requires your active partnership. This is why the call to act is so urgent. Hesitation now is not simple delay, it is a friction against the current of grace that is already flowing your way. The actions required are clear, deliberate steps of faith that seem bold to the outside world but feel like inevitable obedience to your spirit. It may be a difficult conversation, a strategic investment in your gift, the release of a toxic relationship, or the public commitment to your calling. Each act is a key turning in a lock, opening a new dimension of your destiny. The confirmation you seek will follow your movement, not precede it. As you step, the path will illuminate. As you speak, the right ears will hear. As you build, the resources will materialize. Remember, This is the finality of the offer because you are finally ready. There is no third call because after this convergence of preparation, urgency, and grace, there will be no need for one. You will have crossed the threshold. Your life is shifting from preparation to manifestation. From waiting to wielding, from hoping to holding. The countdown you feel is the final alignment of your spirit, soul, and body with the destiny etched for you before time. Stand firm. The sudden change is not a disruption, it is a divine rearrangement, placing people, provision, and position in perfect order around your purpose. The extraordinary life is no longer a distant promise, it is your imminent reality. You have borne enough. You have been prepared enough. The seal on your future is broken. Now, step into the totality of what has always been yours. Make sure to subscribe the channel and type Amen. This channel runs on your support and trust. If you feel this content added value to your life, you can show your appreciation with super thanks. Many viewers asked how they can support this channel. Super thanks is the easiest way. This channel is my main source of income, and your support through super thanks helps me continue making free content.